Well folks, the 2020 NASCAR Playoffs are here, and I think it's time to have some fun on this channel. So with that being said, let's take a look at the next 10 weeks as I try to do the impossible and predict how will NASCAR Playoffs go this season, who wins these races, and who advances and who doesn't make it through these round of playoffs. Now, for starters, let's take a look at how they come in to this year's playoffs. We have Kevin Harvick being first, Denny Hamlin second, Brad Keselowski third, Joey Logano fourth, Chase Elliott fifth, Martin Truex Jr. 6th, Ryan Blaney 7th, Alex Bowman 8th, William Byron 9th, Austin Dillon 10th, Cole Custer in 11th, Eric Almirola in 12th, Clint Bowyer in 13th, Kyle Busch in 14th, Kurt Busch in 15th, and Matt DiBenedetto rounds out the round of 16. So, let's explore, starting with the first race of the season, Darlington. Now, we've already been here 2 times this season. Both of these races were won by, well, Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin. We saw some signs of success from people in Hendrick Motorsports like Alex Bowman on day 1 at Darlington and Chase Elliott on day 2, but in the end, I'm going to play it safe and I'm going to say that Kevin Harvick will win race 1 of the 2020 playoffs, and that will advance him automatically forward into the round of 12, but I think he was going to be fine either way. Now race 2 is Richmond, and this is one particular driver's playground here. He has a lot of wins here and obviously a lot of momentum here. Now, his teammate Martin Truex Jr. did win here last year, but that was under different circumstances. He had Cole Pern as his crew chief and they were practicing and qualifying. But I think it's going to be close between them, but I am going to say Denny Hamlin will win instead of Martin Truex Jr. when we go to Richmond. So that will move Denny Hamlin straight forward to the round of 12. And then we go to Bristol, and while I think it could be a great chance for Matt DiBenedetto to possibly win this one, I still think he's going to run pretty well in these 3 races. These are all tracks that would prove really well into his driving abilities, but I'm not going to say he's going to win. I am, however, going to say this is where Kyle Busch finally wins. Kyle Busch will win the 2020 night race at Bristol, and that will advance him into the round of 12. Now, let's take a look at who all joins him and who all gets eliminated. Now, in addition to Harvick and Hamlin and Kyle Busch, I have Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, Clint Bowyer, Alex Bowman, Eric Almirola, William Byron, and Matt DiBenedetto advancing into the round of 12. Now, unfortunately, this does mean we have to say goodbye to Austin Dillon, Cole Custer, and surprisingly, I am going to say Kurt Busch goes out in this round. He's kind of flew under the radar for me, but the biggest surprise here is going to be that I say Ryan Blaney takes an early exit this year, because unfortunately these first 3 tracks statistically haven't been that good for him. You know, he usually runs well at Bristol early on, but he usually runs into an issue, and heck, when does that guy ever finish it not crashed? Darlington's not really a good track for Blaney, and Richmond is probably going to be hit or miss. So Ryan Blaney, I think, is going to take a nosedive, and it's going to hurt him. It's going to hurt him pretty bad. And now let's move on into the round of 12. For this one, we have Las Vegas, Talladega, and the Charlotte Roval. All these tracks very much different. Who knows what to expect, especially at Talladega and the Charlotte Roval. Now, Las Vegas, I'm going to say likely going to be won by Kevin Harvick in this case, so move him on over to the round of 8. But then we go to Talladega, anything can happen, anyone can win, but also anyone can be collected in a big crash. But I'm going to say for this one, we will see Chase Elliott win this one, and that will advance him into the round of 8. Now we go to the Roval, and many people will expect, oh, well, can Chase Elliott win 2 in a row here? I'm not going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it this time. He won the Roval last year, and that was great for him. He won at the Daytona Road Course, but I'm not going to say he wins another consecutive road course race. Instead, though, his teammate has by far the best average finish of any driver at this track. In 2018, he finished 4th at the Charlotte Roval, and in 2019, he finished 2nd. So thus, with an average finish of 3rd, I'm going to say this is the year for Alex Bowman. He's going to win the Charlotte Roval this year, advancing him into the round of 8. Now joining Harvick, Elliott, and Bowman, I'm going to say Denny Hamlin does get in again, and so does Kyle Busch, and so does Martin Truex Jr., Eric Almirola, and Clint Bowyer. Eliminated from the round of 12 is going to be Matt DiBenedetto, William Byron, Joey Logano, and Brad Keselowski. Dang, I'm really tough on Team Penske. I'm sorry to you Penske fans, but that's just how I see it. But hey, let's move on now to the round of 8. We have Kansas, Texas, and Martinsville coming up. Who's going to win? Well, for Kansas early on, I'm going to say Denny Hamlin wins this one again. He won the race earlier this year. I think Alex Bowman can run fairly strong. I think Chase Elliott can run fairly strong here. But I am going to say Denny Hamlin is the one who picks up the victory here. Then we move on to Texas, and this is going to go to one of the other classes of the field this year. Kevin Harvick's going to take the win in Texas again for, well, another time in his career. And that's going to move him and Hamlin up and secure them up for the championship in Phoenix. Now, who's going to take the last 2 spots here? Well, Martinsville has been a pretty favorite track for this guy, and he's had a lot of good runs in the past, but perhaps he hasn't been able to get it done in the past. But I'm going to say this is the year for Chase Elliott. He finally wins Martinsville this year, and he's going to secure himself into the championship 4. But joining alongside of him is going to be, well, a guy who's flew under everyone's radar this year, but by way of surviving the round of 16, and I think he'll run pretty good in the other rounds, Kyle Busch somehow makes his way to the championship 4 in Phoenix. Eliminated from the NASCAR playoffs is Alex Bowman, Clint Bowyer, Martin Truex Jr., and Eric Almirola. And now we're at the championship race in Phoenix. Who's going to win? Well, I'm going to say this is the year finally Denny Hamlin will win the 2020 NASCAR Cup Series Championship by winning the race at Phoenix just like he did 1 year ago. Now, I might be entirely way wrong on all of these predictions. In fact, I probably am. But that's the beauty of just trying to pick who you think will advance for the playoffs. Now, let me know how you think it's going to go. Drop a comment down below, tell me your predictions for the playoffs this year. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really does help my channel out a lot. And if you're new to DannyBTalks, please hit subscribe for more great NASCAR content. And be sure to go out and support other NASCAR YouTube content creators. That'll do it for this time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.